My parents said, go get a job. Well, I got a job, but I don't feel satisfied. When in reality, that kid, he actually had a dream. He wanted to be a movie maker.
Take one, Sam. Scene one, take one, mark.
Hey guys, Sam here. Take one, Sam. This video is a pretty special one, I'd say. For those who are in my class watching this, you know what already happened, you know what's up. And I think you know what this hat means. I graduated last week on Friday, and I was the salutatorian. For those who don't know what that is, if you know what a valedictorian is, well, the salutatorian is lesser than that. It's still an important position, but basically what you do, you greet the audience that is listening in the ceremony. This video is about graduation and even my life, where after graduation from high school. Consider the story in this way. So a young man graduates from high school. He decides to go somewhere and try to figure out who he is. He's trying to get a job. He gets a job, he works at this fast food place, and maybe he works there all his entire life. And then at the end of his life, he realizes this was not for me. My parents said, go get a job. Well, I got a job, but I don't feel satisfied. When in reality, that kid, he actually had a dream. He wanted to be a movie maker. This is not a true story, by the way. The point here is to still maintain that fire that you had even when you finish high school. Maybe you're in high school right now. Maybe you just graduated, or you're close to graduating, and you have a passion, you have something in you. If you're a filmmaker listening to this right here, even if you do get a job, don't let the job take over that passion, who you really are. I'm still going with this thing. I'm still going. You see, I put this here on purpose. Yeah. So what happened? The video cut on me. Here, this was a gift I got of a dog. Obviously, it's graduation. It says, congrats. But then I decided to put my clapperboard over here. What I'm doing this for is a representation of where, even as a graduate, I'm still a filmmaker. I don't believe in living the 9-to-5 if that's really not what you want to do. Sure, you can use the 9-to-5 to your advantage, but don't stay there. Advance. I've been trying to get a job, and before I go to the States to study, and I'm trying to get a job in the States. Even as a graduate, don't let anybody talk you down. A problem that even in the school system is where we are raised in a system where we are taught about getting a job and the workforce needs you and this and all of this. Of course, the workforce needs us, but the question is, are we gonna die in the workforce unsatisfied? Now, some of you may say, well, that's selfish. Here's the thing. If you don't love what you do, how are you gonna do it effectively? If you hate what you do, how are you gonna be a good doctor? Sure, you're gonna make money. You may make 200, 300K a year, but how are you really gonna make a serious impact in this world if you don't really care about what you do? Because you don't feel fulfilled. That's why I also believe in not letting the world dictate what you do in the future. I believe that even whether you're Christian or non-Christian, I believe that God puts a gift in us where when we do something that is not corresponding to our gift, on the inside, we're like, oh my gosh, this is killing me. I know this ain't for me. This is not for me. Now that's real English. That's what my mom would say. This world will have a lot of jobs, and it's always gonna keep needing jobs. We are 8 billion, 9 billion people. Many people die every day. They say around 100-something thousand. And how many people actually have been fulfilled in doing what they wanna do? Before I did this video, I read this Bible verse in the book of Proverbs. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Proverbs 18, verse 16. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. That gift that you do, that you have, if you keep working out that gift, the people who use their gift and they continue using it, they keep working it out, there's gonna come a point where they're gonna have an opportunity, a strong opportunity where the people, the big guys, the big dudes, they're gonna notice that guy, that girl with that gift, and they're gonna be like, I want them. They got something, they got quality. And so even you see it today with certain movies or certain projects, you see young people, talented, who are working for big companies and getting these great jobs, these great offers. To know if it's a gift, the fact that you are talented in that certain area is a sign that it's a gift, especially if you don't need to have worked very hard. Yes, you need to put in the work, but the fact when it is natural, that in itself is a sign that it's a gift. And so that's the thing. Do your part even after graduation. Continue feeding that gift. If you don't feed that gift, if you starve it, it's gonna die, right? And so with that grad cap, remember who's the one who's responsible, who allowed you to graduate. God is responsible for you being able to graduate. He gave you wisdom, understanding. He helped you pass through those classes. This even goes for non-Christians too. Because you want to know why? All these things, wisdom, understanding, the ability to think, it all comes from God. Because God is the wisest of all, and knowledge comes from him. Wisdom comes from him. Even people who come up with evil and crazy stuff, even that, the ability to come up with ideas, even that comes from God. Not the evil, but the ability to be that intelligent. Intelligence comes from God, except that intelligence has been twisted by the devil for evil. Because without God, we're stupid. Even the devil would be stupid. Because all of that wit in your brain comes from the Creator. See graduation as a milestone, as a mark. It's a new chapter, a new beginning. It's a new path. You see how this is my Take One Sam is fading? Refresh it. Keep feeding it. Keep it looking good. When you keep feeding that fire of that gift, those opportunities will come. God will make a way. And which God am I talking about? I'm talking about Jesus Christ. These days, we have to be more clear about which God we serve because, there are certain people that like to put God and all the gods in the same basket and they put God on it. But there's only one true God, and that's Jesus Christ. See here? Don't let it fade away. You see, I wrote over these words. Keep that passion. No matter how many achievements, awards you have, even just high school especially, don't let the system lie to you saying, get a job and then die of that job. Yeah, get a job, but don't stick with it forever if that's not the job you should be having. God puts gifts in us. The question is, how do we use it? And to all the graduates of 2026, let me say congratulations. God bless you. Jesus loves you guys. Please smash that subscribe button. Share this with family and friends, especially if they like movie making and if they're creative and if they have any passions, any ideas they want to have. Share these videos with them where they will get advice, wisdom, creativity, and even learn about the filmmaker life, because here on this channel, you learn about the filmmaker life, about moving the soul and touching the spirit. So thank you guys for watching this. Have a good night. It's not daytime. Good night. Your attention, please.